So what would I need to do to make this pad string specific? I'm not saying we want it specific. I think I'd prefer it being a general routine. But if I wanted to always have it, just call it leading 0 and just have zeros put on the front of a binary string, then I wouldn't need to send in the character. I'd need fewer arguments sent into the function. So I'm just going to show you that, although we're not going to use it. So if I get one of my earlier ones, my library, there we go. If I put it in my library, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some space at the top so I can do it, and I'm just going to copy my pad string and put it in my library. And as I said, we would not need to pass in the character. So what would we do if we weren't passing in the character? Well, to keep my program working as it is without changing anything else, I mean, basically I could just do this. I could put 0 there. That would do the trick. That would pad it with a load of zeros. Or I could keep that one as character and just type character equals 0 there. So I can either create a variable to be 0 and use that variable in the loop, or possibly the better one would be that, but that is hard coding it, and really we want to stay away from things that are hard coded. That means that we use either numbers or definite letters inside our programming. Okay, we're not hard coding too much here, but we are hard coding here. It's just a term that you need to learn. So that would work. I need to run that. We'll save this library. So we'll save that. And I need to amend my main program to actually make use of it. So if you remember, it's in the library L. So I would need to, let's get a binary number, reverse it, and print out the result. So it's in L, it's called pad string, and what I need to do is put in the string. So rather than do print, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put answer there. So we get the string, it's reversed, and then I'm going to use answer in here, and I'm going to tag on, I don't know, 6 leading zeros, and that should do the trick. So if I save my work and run it, so I'm going to type in 1101. Remember, it's going to be reversed and then loads of zeros added onto the end. Ooh, there we go. So there's my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros that I asked for, and my reverse number. So it's working nicely in both. So if I wanted it specific, then I would hard code, or hard code up here with a variable. That almost makes no sense. And I wouldn't be passing in the character that I want. However, as it's such a useful routine to put things on the front of or the back of things, and I'll discuss how to do that later, I would probably have a routine that takes the string, how many places it's got to be done, and the character that we want to add on, whether it's Z's or spaces. This one will only work with zeros. Okay, that's why it is specific. And it's quite useful in this one because the only thing we're ever going to pass in, if you think about it, is a binary number. That's the only thing that our main program can actually get. It can only get a binary number. So we've really narrowed down what we can actually do with this program. So in the next video we're going to extend this a little bit, have a look at some alternatives and what we can do with this, make it a lot nicer or change things around.